Welcome to the Legal Code, the YouTube channel dedicated to cracking your legal questions. If it's your first time here, my name is Mariam Greenidge and I'm a licensed New York attorney. I specialize in helping small businesses, entrepreneurs, and content creators build their business and protect their creative content. If you have a legal question, you could just leave it in the comment section below and I would do my best to answer you, as well as I would so appreciate if you would like or subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell so you can be alerted anytime I release new information that can help you and your small business. Now, this video is about the EIDL grant program. In December of 2020, President Donald Trump signed the Consolidated Appropriation Act of 2021, which is an omnibus statute comprised of many laws, including 12 fiscal year appropriations for the federal government and an economic aid package to assist small businesses that were impacted because of the pandemic. Now, part of that economic aid package included $20 billion that was appropriated to the Small Business Administration, or the SBA, to continue to provide support and aid to businesses that were in need. And so this allowed the Small Business Administration to extend its EIDL, or its Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program, up until December 30th of 2021. So if a business didn't get a chance to apply in 2020, they still have up until December of this year to apply and perhaps receive some funding to help their business. In 2020, the SBA approved $197 billion to small businesses, agriculture businesses, and non-for-profit businesses to help them stay afloat during this very difficult time. And the loan terms were very favorable and affordable to small businesses. It included a 3.75% interest rate for a small business, or a 2.75% interest rate for a nonprofit business, as well as a 30-year maturity rate, meaning the business has 30 years to begin pay back the loan in total. So that allowed for very affordable payments each month, as well as a deferment of 1 year. So a business had 1 year before it had to begin paying back the loan. These were very favorable terms, as you can see. Now, also part of the EIDL program was a grant, which is money that did not have to be paid back. So SBA was allocating about $10,000 to small businesses that did not have to be paid back. However, the grant program exhausted funds in around July or August. So a lot of businesses that were eligible to receive the funds were foreclosed from receiving this additional funds. Some businesses did receive partial funds of an advance of around $1,000 or $2,000, but not the total $10,000 amount. However, the EIDL grant is now returning in 2021, and the SBA has set out a criteria as to eligibility. Number 1, the business must have fewer than 300 employees. Number 2, the business must be located in a low-income community and have suffered an economic loss of 30% or greater because of the pandemic. Also, the business must have already applied for the EIDL program. So that's how the SBA is determining eligibility, that they already have your application and you already applied in 2020. And you may have already received a partial payment. So SBA is first reaching out to companies that received the partial payment of the advance and determining eligibility based on that, and then asking for any additional documentation that's needed. Now, be mindful, SBA only corresponds via an official SBA email address. So be mindful that any other communication from an obscure email address is probably not the SBA. So I can't stress this enough because there's been so much fraud regarding these SBA loans. So I really want you to be careful and not share any sensitive information with a person that's not authorized to receive this information. Also, the SBA is extremely overwhelmed with the amount of applications, so I want you to manage your expectation as to how long the SBA takes to get back to you. So just keep that in mind. The SBA is extremely overwhelmed. There have been millions of applications that they have to go through, so just be patient in terms of the timeline as to how SBA will get back to you.